Hello, Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it, Geminis. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards, Geminis. Let's see what's in your cards. Hopefully, you all are having a great weekend. Let's see what's in your cards, Geminis. All right, let's go. I've already prayed over your cards, already asked Source for clarity. Let's see what's in your cards as we're closing out a cycle. So, Four of Swords, rest. That's right, rest. High Priestess. Here we also have the Chariot card. I'm going to put these two together. Somebody has Cancer somewhere in their birth chart. Your intuition is heightened, right? So make sure you don't forget to get your rest, right? So Cancer is in your birth chart. You're definitely getting a lot of downloads right now. So make sure you get your rest. Make sure you get your rest. The moon has moved into Virgo. You and Virgo actually are ruled by Mercury, which is going retrograde. Maybe in a day or two. Going retrograde in a day or two. So you're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of messages coming through. So slow down. Get your messages, right? Definitely some energies who are trying to assassinate your character. So you better slow down and catch the message. You better slow down and catch the message. Don't be moving around so much that you miss it. Because they're trying it. They're definitely trying it. So slow down and get your messages. Whether it's daydreams or night dreams, right? So you are at a crossroad in your life trying to make some decisions about some things yourself, but you're also getting some messages, right? And these are energies that you've allowed to get close to your heart. So you need to be on your throne carefully vetting your thoughts, keeping your vibrations high, because the higher you keep your vibrations, the less things will get to you, right? So you have to learn how to let people fall on their own sword. The Five of Wands, so that you don't fall for the bait and switch. There's definitely something about an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They could have it somewhere in their birth chart that's definitely trying to get to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It could be their sun, moon, or rising, possibly their moon sign somewhere, because I'm looking at possibly water, right? So they could be sending out messages. They could be thinking about something. You could be picking up on something, depending on what frequency you're on. Where their thoughts are not the highest frequency. They're thinking very low vibrational thoughts right now. So especially if they're on that frequency of thinking people are keeping secrets from them, or they're trying to make some decisions about. You never know what could put people in a low frequency, Geminis. You never know. They could, somebody could be trying to leave their life. They could be going through a breakup. They could be going. You just never know. It's the holidays. Things could be going through something going on in there. This is somebody that you allow to get close to your heart. It could be a friend. Whoever comes to mind, sit down and think. But don't be so busy racing around, during the holidays that you miss something, because I'm telling you, your ruling planet Mercury is pre-shadow retrograde, and it is about to go retrograde in like a day or two. So slow down, because something will feel like a bait and switch in your spirit. Like, okay, why is so-and-so coming up in my spirit? What is this? So think, friends, family members, people keep coming up in your spirit. Think, what is their birthday? You don't need to know their time of birth. You may be pulling some birth charts. You don't need to know their time of birth, right? And you come across somebody's like, oh, I didn't know their moon sign was a fire sign. Oh, it could be them. You're like, oh, shoot, right? So think, right? Somebody that either accuse you of talking down to them, or they may have thought you talked, or something about their spirit. You may have felt like somebody talked down to them at some point. Maybe they was dating somebody or in a romantic relationship, and somebody talked down to them, and they told you, oh, they was dating somebody that was talking down to them, or somebody was talking down to them in the workplace or something. Anything could take people down to a lower frequency. So it may not even have been you that talked down to them. They could have told you that somebody talked down to them, but it could have some kind of a chain reaction where they thinking about doing something harsh to you. So think. Because Lover's card is not always about. So you got some kind of a partnership in business and or in love coming across your path, right? And you have already made a decision. No more dysfunctional relationships. You see how things can take a chain reaction, right? So you have already made a decision. you're talking about partnerships. It has to be equal. It has to be balanced. You're not looking at people as perfect. You're not looking for a perfect working relationship, perfect love relationship, perfect friendships. You're treating people fairly, but you also expect to be treated fairly. Like, you're not talking down to people, but you're not going to let people talk down to you. Like, you're on this fairness. Like, you're about equality and fairness, right? But somebody that you're was connected to, could have been a friend or somebody, may have shared with you that somebody mistreated them, right? And remember, Pluto is also in Aquarius. It's going to be in Aquarius for the next, we're not talking about any Aquarius that you know, but Pluto is in Aquarius for the next 20 years. So a lot of things are just starting to, and that's very powerful because Pluto it rules Scorpio, which is a very intense zodiac sign. And so you already are moving from a heart space, right? So when we're talking about fire energy is that the last of the lower chakras, right? So if you have somebody who is a friend where you seem like, okay, you've already always taken the high road with them and you already feel bad for them. You're like, oh, I can't believe you dated somebody who always talked down to you. I can't believe they talk to you like that. Your mind may not even be thinking about that at all. You may not even be connecting the dots because you're thinking about fairness. You're a mutable sign. You're going along with the flow. Your mind is on learning something new. All of those things. You could be thinking about traveling. It's the holidays, all of that. So that is why you want to slow down, because somebody could be thinking your mind is off thinking about something else. They're already on a lower frequency. They could be thinking you're holding on to some kind of secrets, not telling them something, because here you are thinking, okay, you got some good news trying to come in. You're trying to process your ruling planet is now it's already pre-shadow retrograde. You're trying to process the dreams you had the night before, the daydreams, the night dreams. You're trying to process why you feel, this is the I feel sign, why you feel certain things. You're trying to process things. So they may already be on a frequency where they're thinking, okay, why Gemini is like being secretive about, why is Gemini not, I'm tired of people being secretive. They're already at a lower frequency. So you need to sit yourself on your throne at a higher frequency and pay attention, Gemini. You need to start journaling. You're not paranoid. Your high priestess energy is kicking in. You're not paranoid. Your high priestess energy. Your messages are coming through, right? Messages are coming through. So don't fall for the bait and switch with somebody trying to warm up to you. It's like, oh, you seem like you kind of secretive. You really quiet. You seem like you hiding something you're not telling. No, I'm just, processing some thoughts I had, downloads and dreams about stuff. No, nothing. Just trying to process some things right now, because they are, y'all know what I'm saying, Gemini. It could be like, if you've ever had people in your life that it's like they're kind of antsy. It's almost like they trying to start an argument, and you don't even know where it came from, right? So you can just be honest and just say, no, I had a dream about something. I'm still trying to interpret the dream. I'm just had a daydream, and I'm still trying to interpret it. If they say you care to talk about it, no, not right now. I'm just trying to interpret it. Looking up some stuff online, just trying to interpret it. Oh, you want to tell me about it? No, I'm just trying to interpret it. I'm trying to learn it myself. I'll let you know when I interpret it. I'm still learning myself. That's legit. That's legitimate. I'm still trying to learn myself. Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Yeah, no, let's talk about something else. I'm still trying to learn myself. It may not even be anything about them, because you're dealing with a very jealous spirit. Dealing with a very jealous spirit who's looking for somebody to save them from something else that they're going through that's totally unrelated to you, but because they're already on a frequency looking to be saved and their spirit is already antsy about one thing, it's like misery loves company. So they're going from one space to the next looking for somebody to save them from something. And so if they're already miserable at a low point, and your mind is blanked out thinking about something else, a dream or download you had, and somebody talked down to them, and they looking for somebody to save them, to lift their spirits, and your mind is off drifting off, just keep your vibrations high. So if that means taking a break and just journaling when you first wake up, just so you can be fully present, keep the vibrations high. Don't fall for the bait and switch. No, I had a dream. Sorry I wasn't even present at the moment. Let's talk about something high vibrational. So until you can get back to your journal. That's it. Keep it high vibrational. Don't even fall into a low frequency conversation, because some seeds have already been planted. So here's 7 of coins. And so source is trying to, some kind of a partnership is coming your way. Source is trying to grow your money. Source is trying to grow your money, but some seeds have already been planted about you in their spirit. That's what I'm trying to help somebody understand. So somebody has already planted some seeds about you holding on to some secrets, and you're not telling somebody something. Just messiness just going on. And they already like, okay, let me go find out. This. So keep your vibrations high. Here's the Sun card. So I do see you being successful. So somebody has already talked down to somebody about you, and they, somebody has already tried to assassinate your character about you. And so somebody is trying to bait you through somebody else into a conversation. Okay, let me see how I can put this together. We got A and B. So you are Gemini. We got A and B. You're not talking to B, but you could be talking to A. Okay, so B has already talked down to A, right? So A could have access to you, but B, no, they don't have any access to you at all, right? So A would be doing the baiting, because A may have some access to you. Maybe A is still talking to you every now and then, whatever, because A feels like some kind of pressure is on them. Holidays, maybe they can talk to you every now and then. So you're getting downloads because, one, High Priestess energy. You're at a crossroad right now, because something is, source has already told you, get your rest, because you got all these ideas coming through. Your money is about to start growing. You've already planted some seeds. Source is like, yeah, all these ideas coming through. You're about to close out a cycle. We're about to enter into a whole new cycle. We're in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is a good luck, good fortune planet. It's ruled by Jupiter, the good luck, good fortune planet. So a lot of people are feeling lucky during Sagittarius season just because of the planet they're ruled by, and Jupiter is retrograde right now. So it's a good time for a lot of people, right? And a lot of people who don't believe in moon phases, and when planets go retrograde, they don't know how to take advantage of all of that. They don't, just all over the place, right? So source is saying to you, while you're trying to process all of these thoughts, there people who getting all these downloads and feelings and dreams and stuff have an inkling something is going on, but they don't really know what it is. So source is saying to add some structure to all of this thinking for you, because because you all love to learn, and that's just a form of communication. Just journal it. I had a dream about whatever, daydream, night dream, whatever. I'm having all these dreams about these downloads. Okay, let's say for instance, you have a landscaping business idea. See how this person has this plant here? Let's say you have a landscaping business idea, right? You may not even know the first thing about landscaping, but let's say it's an idea. I mean, it didn't come out of the sky. Source is the one that planted the idea, right? But let's say you got the idea. You got a landscaping idea, business idea. Okay, write it down. You may not know the first thing about landscaping, but it came from somewhere, right? Write it down. Just write it down, because it may come back up later on. Somebody else may mention something later on, right? Just write it down. Just write it down in a notepad, notebook somewhere. Right, so that your mind is not kind of like sitting there like, why did I have that idea? Of all ideas, why did I have that one? Because somebody is coming around, will try to bait you into something, and they're already feeling low. They're already feeling low. They're feeling some kind of way about you moving on. So that's why I sort of saying, get your rest while the moon is in Virgo. You're trying to serve from a place of wholeness, Make sure your diet is up to par, you know, eating the right foods. You're not trying to get involved in other people's drama. So make sure you're well rested. And this is the Queen of Swords. You're sitting at a high frequency, right? So you're not being pulled down off of your throne. As a matter of fact, you have nothing but kind, positive words to say to people who are trying to bait you into coming down off of your throne into a low frequency, because you know B, not A, but B has some jealous streak. They feel some kind of way about something, right? And they have caused A to be depressed, sitting somewhere in a low place, right? Yeah, they've caused A to be depressed, talking down to, you know, somebody. So don't even get into it. There's people sitting around talking, right? So 3, 8, and a lot of it has to do. So now that the scales have been removed from your eyes, and the scales have been removed from A's eyes, whoever A is, right? We're just talking about like A's, A, B, whoever they have been removed from their eyes, because of the environment that they're in. It could be a very poisonous environment, whether people are drinking, gossiping. It could just be a very poisonous environment. Source is saying you're just very positive, lighthearted, positive energy. That's it, right? It's just a very poisonous environment. For them, it's all about the material world. It's all about who got the latest, who got the, you know, biggest car, the nicest house. It's all about the material. So you have an innate spiritual understanding of whatever. So all they want to know about is your money growing? Is your money growing? It's all about comparison with them. So it's always a bait and switch, you know, about, you know, trying to compare what you have to what they. I mean, it's so low vibrational conversation. If it's all about the material world, it's so low vibrational. It's conversation you don't even care about. So where people talk down to people based on what they have, the material world. That's it. And then that's what I'm saying. Keep your vibrations high. Your conversation is going to really be about love. It's going to come from a place of love, high vibrational. So when you're talking to A, it's more about just uplifting from a place of love, forgiveness, what you have in common, equanimity, that place. So, because these energies, all they do is sit around talking about who's jealous of them, who has the nicest, who lives in what zip code, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, what kind of car people driving, stuff that's so superficial, it just don't even make, it just like ridiculous. That's all they do is sit around and talk about that kind of stuff. It's just heartbreaking, but not to you because you don't care, because that's not the stuff you talk about. It's just hurt people who talk about hurt. I mean, that's all they do. That's all they do. Sit around and talk about nothing. Just low vibrational stuff. And your third eye is open to it. That is why you're back in this. That's why you're back in the spotlight, because for them, that's all they talk about is you. They compare themselves to you, Gemini. It's like that's all they can talk about. It's like for some reason, you are just the highlight of the discussion. That's crazy. All they can talk about is your money. So congratulations. Here we have the 4 of Wands here. Yeah. There's a 7 of Cups here. It's actually pretty sad when you think about it, because it's like all they can compare themselves is what you have versus what they have, and just like it, so they got to use somebody to kind of find out what's going on with what you got versus what they, like it's a battle some way, like it's literally like it's a competition. They want to know how you growing your money. So you're dealing with a dark high priest and a dark high priestess who's using a younger person to find out what's going on in your life. So who is, you know, always feels like they're walking on eggshells. It's actually pretty sad. The whole situation is pretty sad. Here was the 10 of Swords. All they do is talk about people behind their back. So give it no energy whatsoever. Give it none. They just keep this energy. It's just such a poisonous environment, and it's so. So what I would say, looking at your cards here, you got some good news coming across your path. You got some really good news coming across your path, because eventually somebody's gonna cut ties. Eventually somebody's gonna cut ties. Yeah, eventually somebody's gonna cut ties, right? Because they're gonna get tired of feeling like they're very much alone unless they're being used as a pawn. That's it. Somebody's gonna eventually just get tired. They're gonna change their motivation. And that's gonna be the question that you may even ask somebody. It's like, when do you get tired of being used? That may be the question you may ask. I don't know who you're gonna be asking. You may be asking A, like, when do you get tired of being used? You may even ask, what do you mean? When do you get tired of being used? Yeah. Because something you're going to just stop talking about. Something is like, you know what? Let's talk about how, basically, you may not even say that. You may just say, let's talk about something high vibrational. Like, you want to find out, let's talk about something high vibrational. Like, you want to find something else to talk about? Let's talk about something high vibrational. But if they're reading between the lines, that's what they're going to hear. When are you going to get tired of being used to talk about hurtful stuff? Don't you get tired of reliving a nightmare? Because that's what Nine of Swords is a nightmare. Don't you get tired of invoking your own nightmare? Don't you want to talk about positive stuff? Like, how are you doing in school? Like, are you in school? Are you taking classes? Are you in a new loving relationship? Like, are you taking something online? What was the latest book you read? Like, is something else you want to talk about? So, like, you're coming with compassion. You're coming with fresh water, right? To turn the conversation around. Like, are you growing your money? Are you, investing anything? Like, is there anything good coming? Nothing dark, but first red flag, pray and meditate. But crown chakra cleanse, your peace is paramount. Somebody secretly has a crush on you, but don't cast your pearls before swine. And so, yeah, somebody is very prideful, but it's some energies. It's either an organization and a person who sees you as competition, and that's all they do is talk down to each other. Whoever these energies are, that's all they do, and they see you as competition. So, but there is a person that's in the midst of all of this that just feels very much alone. That's eventually no longer going to be motivated by any of this anymore. They're just done. Somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed, and this is it. This is whoever is in it. Step through your portal. Yep. So continue having a very healthy diet. Get your rest. Like I said before, this is not even something you need to even think about anymore. Like, you don't even need to think about this anymore. Just stay on your throne. Pour into yourselves more as you versus you. Yeah, somebody really envies you. You made a very positive impact on somebody. I'm telling you, all you had to do was stop thinking about something, because you get ready for something positive coming across your path. You're already winning. Your inner child is proud of you. Your inner child is very proud of you. All you had to do was just move on, for real. I see your money growing. I mean, so some energies are definitely picking up on some things happening with you. You have the gift of clairsentience, right? You things are flowing to you like water. She apologizes for betraying, whoever she is apologizes for betraying you, but good things are happening for you. So, well, I'm saying, congratulations to you. Sound healing. 47 is 11. 4 and 7 is 11. So, all you had to do was answer the call. That's all you had to do. Answer the call up. Source was calling you to a higher calling, on your life, and like really fine tune your spiritual healing, like your hearing, excuse me, right, clearing. So as true offering arises, it becomes easier to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mind to God's. Such freedom. All you had to do was free yourself from just like talking to and about certain energies. Eventually people get tired of just low vibrational conversation. They just get sick of hearing it, because then you become the topic of discussion. You don't even go back and forth. You just stop the conversation. Like you're not even defending yourself anymore. You just stop. So affirmations for work. I'm grateful for insightful, genuine, and productive conversations. I give thanks all discord is now exiting my life with harmony and ease. There it is. There it is. Number 8, I am successful. So your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. Yeah. All you had to do was detach. That's all you had to do was detach. And if you didn't detach, Source would have made it so that you had no choice. Either someone would have detached from you or something would have happened, a tower moment where you would have had no choice but to detach. That's why I always say it's all good because it's all Source. Source wants the best for you. Wanted you to get some rest. Wanted you to learn how to save yourself so that you would not end up depressed, over something. So you can learn how to pour into yourself and create a new life for yourself so that you can see this growing, your money growing. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.